Okay. YouTube seemed to have a little moment there. Okay, should be good to go. I will say hello to people as they pop in, but I'm just gonna refresh and hope that this works because it's been a while. It's been a while since I've streamed. Let's see. Let's also share this. Might be a good idea. Create a post. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing good and you're enjoying your Sunday. I was like, what day is it? Okay. There we go. We should. Everything should be good. So by now, if you weren't here last time, this is where we got to. And let me see. Okay. Anthony, Arthritic, Devi, hello, how's it going? Yeah, a stream, like first one this month, I think, and it's like almost the end of the month. So, in this one, what have I got to do? I got to finish off the mouth at the end. It's just got to open back up, and it's gonna go on here. So it's nothing until here. So move it over. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. How are you? Let me know if like the audio levels and stuff are okay. Just gonna move the tablet a little bit. There we go. What is everyone up to? What are you working on? What is up? No, I didn't mean to do that. I've got to try and remember all my shortcut keys and stuff now. Because I've been using TVPaint and it's like for another project. So I'm like, what have I been doing? Okay, and I'm gonna take. Am I gonna take it off? No, I'll leave it on. I'll leave it on. Should be here actually. Where the mouth is. I think I'll have it slightly open. And then we'll go like that. Why is the mouth over there is the question. Oh, just a small blip. Cool. And then I'm thinking it will just be over the top like this. I'm actually gonna move it. Okay, remembering all the shortcuts. Why is there both there? This one should not be here. Draw and is it shift? It is shift. Okay, cool. I must have done something on a different layer. Oh, I know what that is. I've got like different sections in different places. Big Al, Midnight, Kickers, hello, how's it going? You're eating, very nice. Avoiding doing the dishes. That's a big mood. That's a big mood. Okay, I've put a keyframe somewhere on here. That's so odd. Let's get rid of that. You know what? We'll just go with it like this. I'm gonna take a look at the stabilizer because if I Just want like slightly more. 0.6. I'll turn that off. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. There we go. Like that. Cactus, I'm so glad that the video helped. That is exactly why I make stuff like this. Okay, that is so weird. If I turn that off, why is it going there? You know what? If I duplicate this. That is so weird. Move it over one, maybe? Let's get rid of that. And what about if I draw it here? Come on, Blender, don't do this to me. Okay, that seems to have worked out, even though there's no... The frame is now on this one, even though it's empty. Odd. Very odd. And then here, I'm just gonna go to... move it, I think. Why would you do that? God, you can tell it's been a while since I've used Blender. It's really only been like a week or so. Okay, so that is the mouth. And then the eyes have all been done and everything. So this is what we have. This is going to be like my talking character for this. Let me see. It's 11 p.m. school night. No, you need to get some rest. I'm sorry, I meant to do it earlier, but yeah, YouTube had a little freak out with the stream and it didn't seem to be working, so I had to restart. David, hello, how's it going? It's been a while. I hope you're doing good. Aiden, hello. Monica, yeah, it really does be whack sometimes. Your window looks different. Wait, you can drag the link. So this is Blender, it's not Gritter. Lemon Lime Gang Gaming. Gang. Maybe it's Lemon Lime Gang for your fans. But yeah, welcome. Gina, hello. Blender is amazing, but at the same time it is weird and crashes because it just feels like, yeah, it's just having a time today. We'll see if it actually works. If not, if it doesn't do too well, we're gonna probably switch to TVPaint and carry on with some stuff. The music type for this stream is like a lo-fi playlist. And then, yeah. And then my usual is mix. So good at it. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Nismo, hello. What do I think of Blender so far? Do I use it more than TVPaint? So, thing is, I've been using TVPaint a lot for everything, basically. So this is the extras, that's the hand. So these are all different layers that I need to sort out. Let's take them off because we're going to do some lining now. I don't think I don't have any fills. That is going to be gone. So I'm just going to name this one body. I'm getting distracted. You can tell it's been a while. So I really like Blender. I think it's great. It's a good free option, especially if you haven't like got TVPaint. I really enjoy using it. I love the fact that it's vector and it's so much easier. But yeah, so there are a few things that I can't do like in the blending modes. There's only these, so I can't get the same type of effect with colouring that I would in TVPaint. And also sometimes the colouring in Blender is a bit iffy, so I'll be trying to do something and it won't fill properly, or there'll be like a border around. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work the way you want it to. But obviously if you're compositing, it's a good thing to use. TVPaint is nice for bringing things in and lining and colouring, which I like. So God, chat is popping off today. I will get to everything in a hot second. So these, I'm just going to turn like everything down. So we want 0.5 for most of these. And then, so I've separated out everything into different layers because I want to not have to redraw everything over and over again. Oh, also, there was a thing with the eyes. So it looks all right from this, but if I... Actually, no. Is that okay? Oh, it's fine. I was gonna mess about with it. No, we're just gonna line. So, I'm going to do this one. So this is... I'm just going to name extras L because extras line. And then I'm going to go to draw mode. Do I want my chunky pen? I think I do. And then, where is my palette? Cool. I think I have reset Blender since the last time I used it. So we're going to go for like a dark purple, which is what I usually go for when I'm lining. So this is my lining brush. Strength 100, radius. Do I want it like that? I'm thinking yes. I'm thinking yes. I am just going to play it through while I catch up on chat for a hot second. So the ones beside the one in the middle is Alice's. So my friend Alice, she streams on Twitch at Almost Alice, and the two on the side are animated. So the first one on the left, she's like tapping, and the one on the right, she's like moving her mouth and stuff. Let me catch up. Where was I? How did I import audio? I haven't done that in this one, David. Didn't notice to see it. No worries. I'm the one from the Discord. I'm pretty sure, unless your name is like exactly the same as what it is in the Discord, I have no idea who anyone is. Yeah. Let's see. I never tried doing 2D in Blender. Let's call it. Yeah, it's I do like it very much. Eric, I hope you're good. I am, thank you. Can we just copy and paste the previous frame's drawing and change specifically the part we want to change instead of the whole thing? Yes, you can. So if you press, let me go here. So if you go to here, I guess, and I want this frame to be over here, I can select the frame and then press Shift D, and then like I'm not pressing anything, it will just drag over where your mouse is, and then it will copy it, and then obviously you can like erase and redraw bits that you need to. Right, let's do extra hand. I might actually use this one instead. I don't want that. There we go, that purple. And I'm going to turn off this one. I've been really liking not using any pen pressure lately, so that's why I've turned it off. I'm just gonna close. That was so bad. So I was like trying to draw a straight line and then suddenly it was like, no. Okay. But yeah, I hope everyone's good. Usually I use streams as like a kind of co-working thing to get projects and things done, but I haven't actually. I have got stuff to do. I just decided that I was going to do some Blender stuff today because it's all I've done work-wise all week. So I decided I was going to chill for a bit with this. And since Blender seems to be like quite a requested software, I was like, well, we'll do the stuff in Blender that I've got going on. So I can't remember if I was in the middle of answering a question. Let's see. But yeah, let me have a look. I'm glad you like it, David. Vineeth, hello. ANIMATE, hello. There may be a stream where I finish off the collab that I'm doing with you soon. That's not the one I wanted. There we go. I'm still doing like TVPaint controls and this is not, this is not the one. Okay, so now we have little boy. So this, oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I might make him have like a little looping animation. So I was working on some stuff in TVPaint this week, obviously, and I was like, oh, this would be so much easier to do a boiling line in Blender. And I was like, oh, I should have just used it from the start. I was doing a crazy amount of characters in a shot. I think it ended up, I don't actually know how many there were, but it was over, I think it was over 8, definitely over 8 characters in this shot. And I was like, ugh, I would have only had to have drawn like 1 character per like wiggle that I wanted to do. But at the minute I'm kind of using TVPaint and Blender at the same time as like a little hybrid thing, which is working out surprisingly well, considering. The stroke is too much. Oh, come on. Come on, Blender. You can do it. It's all right if you go a bit faster. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'll do it over here like this. Okay, like that. Right, and then what I'll do is I'll probably get this back to go like up and down in like a nice little loop. I am gonna change the, no, no opacity. I change my mind like all the time. Just gonna do like some small lines here to make it look a little bit more like a textured blanket than anything else. So, and then this bit is meant to be like the table section. I think that is fine. I'm just gonna, no, I was gonna give them like a little movement. Okay, so it's this one, and then I want to move it along. So we're gonna go up slightly more, and then we'll have a couple where they go down into like the loop. So have a look. Can you give an idea of what I can do to motivate me to study and work 3D animation? Because sometimes I just feel lazy. I'm like, maybe later. Starting is like super hard. Even for me, it took me a while to get started today. I know it's a Sunday, but so maybe like if you haven't got a project going at the minute, maybe start something like super small, so you can just do something quick, and then you'll be like, give yourself a timer so you can start, and then be like, well, I'll only do it for like 10 minutes, and then usually once you've started, then you'll probably like keep going, you know. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Tomorrow it's Halloween. I can't dress up because of reasons. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not dressing up for Halloween. Lemon lime rocks. Okay, gotcha. My gosh, hello. Have I ever thought of making my own indie series or movies? Yeah. So me and a friend are looking at doing like a kids show, but you know, both of us were saying that we tend to get too caught up in the details, and that is not the shortcut key for that. Too caught up in the details and then get overwhelmed with all the things that we want to do. So we're probably just going to do like a little trailer instead of like a full-on episode, and just see. Actually, I might make that bigger. I might just see where, you know, where it goes. Because a lot of the time we're like, oh, we really want to do this thing, but it ends up being way too complicated, and then we don't have time, so we end up putting it off. So let's have a look at that. We want something a bit smoother. And I'm thinking having these on 3s. Let's zoom in a bit. This is a bit much. A bit too far out. Move these along. And then I'll duplicate that, move that there. And then I definitely want one between here. That one's too much. That one is also too much. So I'm just gonna, this is the same as the beginning, so if I just move it up slightly. And then we can move these along. Joe Rich, hello. I am having a very nice Sunday, thank you. I hope everyone else is having a good Sunday as well. Okay, so we're just doing like some mini animations. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this last keyframe for a little bit so it holds a little longer, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a modifier. Custom range is the last, so 47, and then it should loop like through the whole thing. No. It should be influence. There we go. Extras L. It should be that. I remember the first time I tried to use modifiers in Blender and I had no idea what I was doing. And I was like, this isn't working. Why isn't it working? It's not working now either. Cool, cool, cool. How did I do it before? Start frame 1. Let's try 35. Custom range. Let's try that. Blender's really not cooperating today. Let's try one more time. If it doesn't work, I will just throw myself into the sun. Okay, we're throwing ourselves into the sun. No, I have no idea why it's not working. Maybe if I... Right, we'll try once more. And if it's not, I'll just copy and paste the things. So, custom range, start 1, end 47. Influence, extras L. No. Cool. We love that for us. Very cool. Never mind. I will fix it off stream and then do something with that, you know. Is there a way? No. I was just wondering if there was a way to color code these, but there isn't. But I'm actually going to color this. So extras L, duplicate empty keyframes, and this is going to be extras C. And then that way, this is our color. So I think I want this to be like a gray on the tablet. And I'm going to fill it. Hopefully this is going to work. Sometimes the colouring is like super temperamental. Let's turn these off. Blender's doing it again. It's like filling in random parts. It's like these. Hang on. No? Cool. Love that for us. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do it like, we're just gonna fill it in like we're actually colouring. Let's get rid of extra C. Is it gonna undo? No. Blender is really not having it today. Don't I have a ruler for straight lines? There is like a tool to do a straight line on this. But no, just why are my lives not being uploaded on YouTube? So most of the lives most of the lives are in a playlist on my channel, but YouTube has now separated out the videos, shorts and lives into like their own categories now, so they will all be staying live on the channel from now on, so no need to look into a playlist. But all the old stuff will be staying in that playlist, so if you want anything from the past, it'll all be in there. That is a very good point, Aiden. Thank you so much. Where is it? I was going to say, I was like, there we go. I have to change it every now and then. Software. Working on PNG. There we go. Do you know what? Okay, so I want I'm gonna go in here. Solid fill. That is the one we want. So dark blue. That'll do. And then we have that as the corner bit. So sometimes if the fill tool doesn't work like I want it to in Blender, I will just do this. Not always the best like time-saving solution, but you know. So I'm gonna get rid of those frames. And then I will, this blanket is gonna be like a soft blue. And then I will draw the dog colours on top. Like that. I want it darker. There we go, almost there. Okay, let's check chat a second. Zenmaster, hello. I hope the stream's chill and relaxing. Inside, I'm like screaming whenever Blender does something wrong or like doesn't work the way I think it is. So, struggle with. You don't know if you have your art style, it just keeps changing depending on whatever. Is that okay? Yes. Yeah, I'd say it's okay, especially unless you're on like a client project or something and you're working to a brief and you need to stick to a certain style for the client. I'd say changing your style is like totally fine. I do it all the time. There is going to be a video about that actually. So yeah, but yeah, I can't really stick to one style. I find it really boring sometimes. So it's actually a good way to get you out of your comfort zone and just try something new. And if you do try a different style, then it's always like, I forgot that I did that. Dissolve. No? Cool. Yeah, so trying like different things can help you discover like a new way of drawing or something, and then you can incorporate that in your style. And just basically just trying new things will help you figure out like what you want to do and where you want to go with your art. So would recommend. Just realized that the dog is actually a different color in real life, so he's got like a dark brown. he's actually a dark brown. And then this extra bit. This extra bit should be a different colour. Okay, now let's grab this one. And so he has got little paws like that. End of his tail. Well, so he's got like little eyebrows as well that are a different colour. And I think it is just those. Cool. We'll leave it like that. So the only bits that are really going to move with this one are the top. So as I go along, I'm just gonna hold Shift and D to duplicate the frame. And I'm just gonna make sure that the top of this also, the lights are on a couple of these layers. Maybe all of them, we'll see. Let's turn them off, because otherwise it's very annoying. Okay, they were only on a couple. So, let's... Yeah, so I don't know if you can see it on your screens, but these two browns are a slightly different colour. Because I had the lights on, it decided that it wouldn't pick like the proper colour. Okay, so... I'm going to duplicate these to the same frames. I'm just pressing Shift and D like that. And then I'm gonna use the up and down arrow keys on my keyboard to make sure that I got all of this in. Now, I've noticed that there are some parts on the nose that need sorting out. So like here. So I'm just gonna color pick that one. I need like a list of all my shortcuts that I've used for Blender. But I'm just finishing up a couple of things on a project that I'm doing at the minute, and then it's Blender time. So be prepared for like a proper video. Okay, he's looking cute. Have you noticed the time offset is now back? Why Blender has suddenly decided to work now. Okay, so let's go to this one. I'm going to duplicate that and I'm going to switch it to the color layer. So now he is colored as well. So this is what we have. Now the next sections, the only bits that really need doing are the hand, the mouth, the eyes, the eyebrows, and then it's mainly a single drawing of the character's head and torso that I've then stretched and moved across. So hopefully that should be fairly simple to do. Yeah, Adventure Time is such a fun style. I actually have the art book like right here because I was referencing it for the animation collab. I'm not sure if it's in print anymore, so I had a look and I was like, I got one for my friend actually just before they stopped printing. But it's literally my favorite art book if you can get one. But obviously if they've stopped printing it, it's now going to be very expensive. But if you can get your hands on one, they're good. You should do a part where your dog yawns. There's because it's So the way a PNGTuber, this one, is going to work is when I'm talking, this loop will play. And then I'll have when I'm not talking, I'll have a separate one where I'm just drawing or something. But I'm not too sure how long that I can, this loop might actually be too long. So having it just like do the little breathing, the yawn is cute though. The yawn is cute. How many cycles? I'm not really fussed. It shouldn't finish. Yeah, it is like a seamless loop, which is nice. So I'm not really bothered about that. Edric, hello. I'm not quite sure. Try? Can I call you Try? Is that okay? Hello, welcome to the stream. OC collab when? OC, I might have to. I've got a plan for... So I haven't done like an animation prompt this month because I've had so much stuff to do and I had some family things I had to go home for. So my schedule was all over the place. Also, it's getting quite dark. Let me turn my light on. I've got like a new little lamp. It's actually like a photography filming light that I've just stuck on my desk and raised it up. It looks so much better. What was I talking about? But yeah, so I've been really busy. So next month, I think I've got like animation prompt that other people can get involved in. Might be kind of cool, I hope. But yeah, it's more like a collaborative one than something that we've got going on at the minute. So I'm just going to turn these down. Actually, no. They can be full and I can just turn them off. Extras, this can go off now. And then the hand, do I do the hand first? There's quite a few frames for that one. You know what, we'll do the body first. So I just, yeah, so as you can see, there's only like a couple of keyframes really for this loop. So I'm going to go back to the layer panel, duplicate empty keyframes, and this is going to be body line. Body L, actually. We'll keep it consistent with the rest. So let's do some lining. I should probably save a palette for this because it's gonna get very annoying. Let me turn this back on. And let's grab this. And then I can add. Why is it doing that? What have I done? Add a new palette. There we go. That one, and then I want this one. So this is going to be like my lining. And I'll just add colours to it as and when I need them. So because they're like behind everything, I am going to lower the opacity of these. Actually, we'll leave the line on full and then we'll just lower the opacity there. So body L, body line needs to be full. Okay. So we're gonna have to try and be neat with this one. I'm gonna change the pen. Do I do chunky? Make it a chunky line. No, we're gonna go for the ink pen actually. Use that, and don't want the solid fill. Yeah. And we're gonna go for pen pressure on this one. Let's turn it up a bit. There we go. I don't really like pressing too hard when I'm doing this. I really don't want to scratch the tablet. I have such a bad habit of pressing super hard. Okay. I'll check chat in a second. I'm struggling along with you in my own Blender project. Lol, I feel the solidarity. It is. Blender is crushing pain and torment, and I do really like Blender. It's when it works. So it can be a bit frustrating, but you just gotta stick with it, which is, you know, it's a free program, so. Now, how have I done this curl? Just trying to decipher my own, I won't say my own handwriting, but drawing is kind of like artistic handwriting, I guess. No, I'm using TVPaint shortcuts. Okay, there we go. Try it like that. How have I done this curl is the question. Maybe like that. There we go, that's better. And then this bit is around here. So like that. They'll all be like the same. So it should be down here. I'm pressing much later. How does that look? That does not look right. That looks better. Okay, we'll leave it like that. And then we have this one. Okay, try that. How have I, okay, there is a very small line there. Okay, so up here, I think the brush might actually be a little big. Either that or I'm still being very heavy-handed with it. So around here and then like that. Yeah. I'm gonna make this side a bit heavier on the line so it matches the other curls. They're kind of a bit thicker. So like that. The concentration on my face. Whew. Okay, I'm trying. It's so difficult to go lightly. I'm so used to pressing a lot harder, which is not great, to be honest. You don't really want to be pressing super hard on your tablet. Let's see. Tune's good. Hello. How often do I run into the fill tool not working in Blender? Quite often, especially if I haven't used Blender for a while, and then I'm like, what am I doing? But yeah, so I've not used Blender in like a couple of weeks because I've been working on some stuff in TVPaint. So I'm sure it will work a bit better next time. I do have like a couple of, I wouldn't say tricks, but Anthony was super helpful, and there's usually a couple of people in chat who are like, this noob needs help. So I have got them written down somewhere, but as I said, this month has been a bit of a mess, so I'm trying to next month will be better, and I will actually find my notes that I've taken. I don't know why I don't have them here today. But yeah, no worries, Midnight, please get some rest. You don't want to be a zombie for school tomorrow. Oscar, hello, how's it going? I never aim, welcome. Everyday hologram, hello, how's it going? Gabriel, what graphic tablet are you using? I need to buy one. I don't know what to buy. I would like one with the screen. So this is the XP Pen Artist 13.3 Pro. I put everything I use in the links in the description. I'm currently chatting with some people at Huion, so I might be trying out a screen tablet from them, but not too sure yet. But I've been using XP Pen's 13.3 Pro for last 2-3-ish years. It's really nice. I like the little scroll wheel on the side, and it's got 8 buttons, which is nice. Tablet pen only has 2 here, doesn't have any eraser at the end, but I haven't really missed it. But yeah, so it depends on like what your budget is. So I think the 13.3 Pro is pretty affordable, as far as, you know, screen tablets go. I completely forgot they were called. Readers, hello. Unrelated topic, but how tall are you again, and how do you feel about your height? So I'm 5'11". I used to really hate it. Because I was the tallest one in my friend group. I was the tallest one in my class. A lot of people didn't like to talk to me because I was like super tall. I was always looked at as like, oh, she's massive, you know. I got over that. I always used to like hunch and sort of like bend down in photos as well, but now I'm just like, I feel a lot better about being tall now than I used to, but it's definitely, people are a lot more accepting of being tall now than they were when I was a kid, so. But yeah, so I'm not too bothered about it. Mixie, hi, how's it going? Yeah, love Blender when it works. But yeah, how are you? How's everything going? Oh, I see. Do you think it's large enough? So it really depends. If you've never used like a screen tablet before, or you're used to. It depends on like what you're used to, what programs you use. For Blender, the drawing area is quite small because there's like a lot of menus and options. So if you're going to be using it for animation, you probably might want to look at getting a size up. So maybe like a 16-inch instead, which is what I'm looking at currently. Yeah, it just really depends on like what sort of programs you're using and how many toolbars and things that you're going to have up. So so I was looking at like, I wish there was a high resolution one that was kind of in the middle, so like maybe like 18 to 20 inch, but all of the 2.5 or like 4K tablets that are out now, they're all like 24 inches and they are massive. So let's see, what is that one? Is like that. I'm thinking this is the way it's gonna, there we go. I'm not liking this cuff on the ear. It's this little section. How does that look? No. There's just something about this corner that I'm not keen on. How about that? I think that's good. We'll go with that. Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna put like. I'm gonna put these in here, so sort of like little spikes, so it looks like they're the ear cuffs on the top. And I'm gonna make this side a bit more rounded, I think. There we go. I'm happy with that, finally. A lot of animation and drawing in general is just going in over the same bit over and over again to redraw it. You're like, this bit looks a little weird. Do I ever use Adobe Animate? No, because I either use the programs that I have or like free ones, and Adobe requires a subscription, and I'm not a big fan of those. No, I haven't. Everyday Hologram, I am making this for like my own streams when the camera is playing up, or I just want to have like a little me in the background. Because I've got, hang on, that way. I've got like the little loop of myself. I made it for a video like absolutely ages ago, and I hadn't really used it for anything since, and I was like, you know what, I'll put it on stream. But yeah, and I wanted to make one of these. I think they're really cool. PNGTubers and like VTubers are a great way if you're like nervous to stream as well, and you don't want to show your face. So currently doing maybe like a video on that as well, just in case anyone fancies it, you know, because VTubers and PNGTubers, well, PNGTubers are pretty simple to do, but they're kind of like a new-ish thing that I think are pretty cool. Okay, and I think I'm gonna do like maybe a darker line just here on the neck. What does that look like? I might do like some shadows around the ear cups as well. Me making this all a little bit suspiciously more complicated as I go through. This is very much like me though, making things more complicated than I have to be. Okay, the eyes are going to go on top of the hair, so it doesn't really matter about this being darker or anything. So let's do these little curls. No, I There is. I have a shortcut in TVPaint that does like the move for me, and I keep pressing that. Okay. I think we'll leave that like the curls as they are. They don't really need the little bits, do they? Make them a bit thicker here, and then along this edge. Oops. There we go. This has got a little bit of like a graphical kind of look to it. There we go. Let's see. What brush am I using? So I'm using the ink pen, but if you are interested in some more Blender brushes, I have those. They're free on my Gumroad. The Gumroad link should be in the description now. Love that for me. Love that for me. I've forgotten to put it in. But basically it's kdsketch on Gumroad. And you can download the brushes there for free. But it's got some texture ones and bits and pieces that I use more regularly. Okay. I actually really want that t-shirt that I've drawn myself. So this hand will be a separate layer because I've drawn it like that. Okay. Oops, that's a bit too far. I need it for Photoshop, but also ZBrush, so sculpting, and I already use Blender, so I'll probably need a larger one. Yeah, like 16 is probably like good. It really depends on like what your budget is. If you can stretch to a larger one, like maybe. If there are any shops and stuff that stock them, you could probably take a look at. I know there's like a few digital shops, like digital electronic shops that stock screen tablets now, so you could probably go in and have a look and see whether you want to actually use like a larger one or a, you know, more small one, because I think the lowest size they do is like a 12 at different brands, but I'd say 13 is really the lowest that you want to go, because although the screen is fairly large, they do have these like black borders around as well. Okay. Hello Tights, do you think you'll ever completely abandon TVPaint for Blender? It really depends. So if Blender sorts out their coloring and they have more blend modes on like the layer options, that is one of the things that is holding me back completely, then maybe. But I have paid for TVPaint, so I'm like I'm like adamant that I will use it. But no, I'm really enjoying using like the hybrid kind of workflow at the minute. So I will sometimes do like rough animation in Blender, and then I will take it into TVPaint to line and color, and then I might, if I need to, like bring stuff back into Blender for compositing. But yeah, most of it is like an aesthetic choice personally, because I need more blending modes to make the stuff have my usual look, how it, like I'm used to in TVPaint and that. But I'll never say never, because, you know, Blender might actually pull it out of the bag and decide that they are gonna do all the bits that I need. So they're good softwares either way, and I have paid for TVPaint already, so I'm not sure if I like that little. Yeah. Okay. Make this one thicker. Yeah, definitely gonna have to do that this side as well. Whoops. Maybe like this, I'm thinking. How is that? No. I was like, maybe this will work. It did not. Okay, let's try it like this. No, that looks super weird. Ah, edit, redo. Okay. Okay, so I think aside from the design on the t-shirt, and let's see, I had like something in mind for this design, but it's, there we go. Let's get rid of that tiny section. There we go. And that is the body. Now, question is TVPaint, is Blender gonna let me color this in with the filter? Okay, let's try. Okay, stroke extension. Lake size. Yeah, it's not having it today. Maybe we will just okay, that is too far. Control Shift Z. Okay, so no coloring today, but we'll just do the rest of the lines, I think. So body L. Going to duplicate these, so Shift D and then move them over. Like the coloring side, if Blender could actually work sometimes, that would be great. There are like a few bits and pieces that I would like in it, but I get that it's a free program and they've done like some really cool stuff on it already. But yeah, Okay, so we're gonna zoom out and we're gonna go to sculpt mode. And for this next frame, it is like a tiny, I'm gonna make the radius bigger. And then I'm basically just gonna try and move it. Oh, sometimes it's a bit dodgy with this. You gotta make sure that it's not gonna really, really deform everywhere. Okay, so this section down there. I'm gonna make the radius smaller. So hopefully we can have a teeny tiny bit more precision. Like that. It looks fairly close. I'm just assuming that it's going to be a lot of moving stuff around until I'm like happier with it. Let's make this, no, not quite that much. Let's do it 0.5. And then we can see properly like where everything needs to go. Also, if I try to do this in TVPaint, because it's raster based and not vector, it would have pixelated so much by now. Which is another reason why I like the vector. Okay. I think that is good for that one. Yeah. There we go. Got a nice little movement without having to redraw all of it because, oh, ridiculous. Let me also do this while I catch up on chat. What software will I use to stream the PNGTuber? So there are like a couple. There's VideoTube, which, you know, pretty simple. I could use Discord's, what is it called? Reactive images. So I might go for that one. And then it's just, I'll export these as like a GIF with a transparent background, and then it will just link every time I talk. So I will have to be in a Discord call for reactive images, but the other one I don't think you have to. Mina, hello. Asterix, hello. Ed, how's it going? Rhea, I'm good, thank you. How are you? Man, it got cold out of nowhere and I've got a blankie feeling like a burrito. Burrito times are the best, honestly. Happy Halloween to everyone too. Do I ever run into performance problems with Blender, or is that never an issue with your 2D animation projects? Not really. I don't really get too many issues because I built a beast of a PC to do work at the beginning of 2020 or like beginning of 2019. I feel like, I can't remember when it was, but I built myself a beastie PC, so it's been running fine. Obnoxious, hello, how's it going? Innie, hello. Can I mentor you on an animation? I'm planning on doing more like animation tutorials and stuff soon on the channel, so let me know if there's anything in particular that you want to learn. That goes for anyone. And I have like an incredible list of tutorials. Hang on, where is it? We're gonna get a brief glimpse at the fabled list. So there's like these ones. So each word on here is like a tutorial, and then there's like different topics here, and each one of those lines is a new video, and then there's these ones as well. So it's not it's not a smart list. And then there's some stuff there as well. It's all out of focus, so you can be surprised when it's when the videos appear. But yeah, I've got like a lot of stuff going on. Just had a thought. No, that is right. Okay, so next movement. So sculpt mode. Just realised that I probably need to zoom out a bit for this and do like a general movement. Yeah, if this was all on like the same layer, it would be an absolute nightmare. That's why I do everything separately. Let's make it, actually, let's zoom in. I think we're good on this one. Yeah, okay. So there. They're the same. And then this one. Is that the same? No, it is not. So this one, I'm probably zoom out. Move it in like that. So the head sometimes goes like absolutely wild. So wonky. Not quite what we want. Let's zoom in a bit for a little bit more precision. Let's zoom. Zoom in a bit more. So this bit just needs to come down. Like that, I guess. And then this bit needs to go across. Making sure that that looks alright. Sometimes it can be a bit dodgy when you're deforming stuff and you're like, the face shape just goes and it just doesn't look right anymore. So let's get the fringe. And then if you flip back and forth, doesn't look too bad. Honestly, thank goodness that this is vector based, because I would not be able to do this otherwise. Like, you can move stuff like this in TVPaint but because it's raster based, it will pixelate quite badly and you'd end up having to redraw it anyway. You can only really deform a single drawing once before it starts to get like really fuzzy. Okay. There. How are we for the headphones? Let's do... There's a little bit. Just need to shift the hair slightly. And I think we're done on that one. Let's move along. Okay. Zoom out again. I will check chat in a second. Actually, I'll play it through. Check chat now. Oh my god. Solid fill instead of the materials bit is also quite confusing sometimes. I will definitely check that. Thank you, Toon Squid. Hey, hello. I'm glad that you're liking the stuff. And I'm glad you're good, Rhea. Okay. Right, just a couple more of these. And then we should actually zoom out. And then we should have the body finished. Okay. That's not too bad. There we go. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. It's 4:30 in the UK right now. I've been going for an hour and 20. An hour and 20 minutes of struggles with Blender. But no, I do really like it. Okay. Let's see. The face shape, pretty normal. This bit needs to be moved. Ah, I was like, which one needs adjusting? Towards the wolf head on the jacket. Sometimes you can tell if something's really been like deformed really badly. If there's like graphics on stuff and it just does not look right. This bit. His jacket needs adjusting. There we go. I think, oh gosh, I haven't neatened this section up at all. Just needs like a tiny bit there, I think. Yeah. So this one needs to go up a little. I zoom out and just move everything a tiny bit up. We should have done most of it. Should really be in line. Yeah, I'd say that's fine. Oh, let's have a quick look at the wolf. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, there we go. That's better. And then that's the body done. Nice. Okay. So we can hide that. Oh no, we can't hide that. Most of the eyes are on this one. Okay. Let's do the eyes next. Let's also move this one down. So duplicate empty keyframes. So this is eyes. Line. There we go. It's 5 for you. Nice. How/where did I learn to animate? So I went to like an animation school or animation university in the UK. It was okay. The tutors were great. I really enjoyed my time, made some cool friends. But most of it, aside from a few bits and pieces, I'd say most of it was self-directed, and I learned most of it myself. A lot of it is through trial and error and giving yourself, like, the projects we were given definitely pushed me to animate, and with each new project you do get a little bit better, and you be like, well, I liked this part of this project and this one of this other one, but I really want to try this thing. And the tutors and stuff, they helped to sort of like guide you, but a lot of it was like how to score points and things, so it was less about making animation and then what you did to like hit the points on the syllabus and stuff. So it really depends. Like, you don't have to go to uni or like school for animation. You can just make stuff on your own, a lot cheaper as well sometimes. So can I draw noses? I can, but I just choose not to in this style. Did I hide the live stream? So all my live streams are in a playlist. I might like eventually unhide them, because at the minute YouTube has done 3 separate tabs on like profiles now. So it's videos, shorts, and live streams. So they're all in this separate thing. So this one's going to be public, and all my live streams after are going to be public. So they will eventually all be on there, but I've got many live streams on the playlist. So if you check out the playlist, they're all on there, but it's it could get a bit overwhelming if I unlisted them all at once. So okay, what was I doing? Eyes. We're doing eyes. So this is the blink. Let me do a move like I could. I was gonna say I could probably just you know what? I will delete these. And then I'm gonna go back to draw mode. Eyes line needs to be full. This eyes is going to have to go underneath, so we can actually draw on top. Yeah, we should be good for this. I'm just holding shift. Oh, that is not quite what I wanted. Okay. Does that look alright? Do I need to redo this? Nah, be fine. Alright, hello, how's it going? A few jobs just require demo reel, but do not take this 100% because I'm still new to the animation world and I'm learning animation by myself. Yeah, so if you definitely don't need school unless you're planning to like teach and become a teacher and you want to work abroad. So some places, like if I wanted to work abroad as a teacher or animator in the US, like physically move there, they probably would prefer it if I had like a degree to like go over, and you need a degree to teach in the UK as well, if you want to do anything like that, which is, I did consider it, and then I was like, I really don't want to go back to school. So But yeah, so you don't have to go to school to learn animation. You can do it. A lot of it can be like self-directed if you make your own projects and stuff in your spare time, and then you build a showreel to send to companies and apply for things. Don't make it any longer than 30 seconds and put only your best work in, because anything that you're not super proud of or don't want to get work for, if it's in there, people will be like, oh, well, they do this and hire you for that. And if you don't want to be doing that, it's not a great idea. But yeah, I'll probably do a video on that as well. What's your favorite spectral entity in media? aka anime, cartoons, games, minus images. I'm not quite sure what you mean by spectral entity, but between anime, cartoon, and games, I'd probably say games are my favorite, because I can draw my own cartoons, I guess. So let's do this one. Close off that eye. Yeah, it's still there, yeah. But yeah, all future streams will no longer be unlisted. They will be on the channel, unhidden. They will be public, which feels weird because I've been streaming for a few years now, and it's like I've always unlisted them because YouTube was like, we don't like live streams to be public after they've been posted or whatever, after they've been finished with, unless you are like a pure live stream channel. I definitely think YouTube's made some good improvements lately. So they announced the Shorts Fund. You're going to be able to, I think it was like a 45-55 revenue split to YouTube. Like they'll get most of it, but that's pretty cool, because before now people were making like 4 pence on a short that had thousands and thousands of views. So that's gonna make things a lot easier. Oops. Let's make this one tapered at the edge. Just gonna fill in the sides. Nope. Trying not to do that. Using the same, or attempting to use the same shortcuts. Okay. Having a degree in animation would be a plus. Some schools, uni, animation, mental, animation school. There's Project City, which is quite cool at the minute. That's run by people who worked on like, I think it's Rad Seacrest, who made Kippo and the Age of Wonder Beast. Super cool. So there's definitely like a lot of choice out there now. So when I first started, there wasn't really anything out there, but now it's like you've got your pick. You can go to school, and if you don't want to do that, you can just like take an online course. Definitely do your research though, because you don't want to go to school or pick a course that's expensive and then be like, well, actually they didn't teach me much. or you don't feel like you got what you wanted to out of it. Okay. So that is actually the first one, so I'm just going to duplicate it. And then this one. That one and that one need to be redrawn. Put those there. And then I'll redraw that one. And then this one is just compressed a little bit with the sculpt tool. Okay. Let's see. Oh. I feel like teachers would require more than an animation degree, like arts, for example. So in the UK, it depends on like what level you want to teach. So if you're talking anything under the age of 16, you need, I think you need a degree, and then you need like a PGCE, which is like a teacher certification thing, and then sometimes you can do like different year group stuff, but basically if you want to teach in uni, I think you need just a regular degree, but don't quote me on that. Okay. I've done like workshops and things before, but I definitely think they wouldn't want to teach in a classroom younger than like actual degree students, because high school, for most of it, it's like most of them, well, at least in my experience, like in my classes, they picked art as like a DOS lesson, and they weren't really fussed about it. Also, there's like a lot of marking being a teacher, and art is very subjective anyway. Oh, hang on. Like that, I think. I will check chat in a second. Okay. Yeah, then this one. Let's see. Did I go to Beacon? I have no idea what that is. Am I like missing something? I have no idea what that is. Unless you meant to write bacon, and then the answer is no. I don't know why there would be a convention called bacon, but Okay. Oh yeah. Then the Minister of Education makes exams for them to see their teacher level or something. Yeah. So it's called a PGCE, and that lasts like a year. Yeah, but where I live, always recommend not to depend only on YouTube as the main platform for streaming. So it really depends. Like you can have like a separate streaming channel. I don't know. I did used to stream on Twitch, but a lot of people were like, oh, I didn't know you streamed. So I was like, you know what, I'll just stream on YouTube, and then people can pop in when they like. So it's just easier. There is like some difficulty in getting an audience to follow you somewhere else. So like, oh, I have an Instagram, follow me there. And not a lot of people will, but like I leave the links in the description anyway. To be fair, I don't really use Instagram that much. YouTube is the social media platform that I use the most, to be honest. I definitely prefer YouTube for streaming as well, because after a certain amount of time on Twitch, they wipe your streams from your account anyway, so unless I think you save them as like a highlight or a clip, but nah, just prefer YouTube, to be honest. Okay, let's get the sculpt mode out. Just put it there like that. And then I think that's that one done. Cool. So here, is that the same? Probably not. Might be this one actually. I'm just going to stretch this, you know? Just easier sometimes. It might actually be that I have just stretched it in the roughs as well. It's been a while since I've actually touched this file, so that one needs to go there. And then this one, is it there? Okay. Here. And then I'm actually gonna go to edit mode and just move them. So that's a redraw, that's a redraw, and then we have a blink, and then it's back to where it was. So Isaac, hello, how's it going? Yeah, no worries. I'm just catching up on chat. Blender conference Beacon. For a second, I was like, I'm pretty sure I've seen that. No, I did not go. There was a panel on what's upcoming for Grease Pencil. I'm gonna have to check that out after the stream. No, D, hi, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. Okay. Okay. So we need one there. This one needs a line underneath as well. I'm gonna I'll probably just redraw that one, to be honest. I love how I've drawn that on the brow layer as well. Okay, there's one there, and then it should be back to normal from that point. So here, like there and there. I'm just going to duplicate that, and then on this one I'm going to go to edit and then G. Like that. Okay, let's sort out these. Draw. Okay. The brows are going to have to go underneath. I can't believe I was like bacon for the blender comments. Oh my god, that's gonna play. That's gonna be like one of my core memories now. Geonodes. Oh my god, that's gonna be quite good. Literally just talking about it. Natty Cartoons, hi. Just joined, first time to you. Can you see what we have so far? Sure. So we're just doing lining and stuff today. So this is like the talking section. Most of the layers are lower in opacity at the minute, but yeah, so basically when I'm talking on stream and I don't have a camera on, this will be in this corner, and this is like the loop that will play when I'm talking, and there'll be a separate loop for when I'm not saying anything. So yeah. Sizine, thank you so much. I hope I said your username right. I'm very sorry if I got it wrong. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing good. Okay, this one needs a line underneath. Like that. Okay. Yeah, for anyone else who does use Blender, I have a brush pack on my Gumroad, and it's free. In case it's these ones, if anyone wants to check them out. Oops, wrong way. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine there. Just going underneath. Don't really want that line to stretch too far across. Ah yes, redrawing one single line over and over again. Come on. There we go. That'll do. Actually, no. It will not do. That's much thicker than the one on the right. That will do. We'll leave it like that. And then we have this one. Really is a much longer loop, I think, than what it probably should be. Okay, that one's fine. And then around here. I want to do something a bit more dynamic for next month's animation prompt. I didn't do one this month because it's been a bit busy, but I'll start doing like proper announcements for them as well. But if you want to join in with any, I have a Discord. And there's people like post their art and stuff there as well. It's quite nice. You get alerts for when I go live and post videos and things as well. Thoughts about 2 rigged 2D characters with controllers and bones. Very cool. I don't usually do them because I'm like, this will take too long to learn, and I mostly do like 2D frame by frame stuff. So I do want to give it a go though, rather than just sitting there and being like, ugh, too hard. I won't do anything. So that needs to be duplicated over there. Okay. But yeah, there's like so many options, so many things I want to try and learn and stuff. It's finding the time to get good at even just one thing, you know? You gotta pick and choose about what you want to study. There is some cool stuff being done with a mix of like frame by frame and rig stuff that, oh, what is his name? Begins with R. You've probably seen him like on Twitter or something, but he does like really cool mix of like rigged and frame by frame animations in Blender Crease Pencil. Nope. It's Control, isn't it? You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know who I'm talking about, I mean. Okay. I'm just holding Shift to get a smoother line. Have we done it? We have. Okay. Let's see. Did animations with Flash at school. I was doing a programming course. For some reason they wanted to teach us Flash. Nice. Programming's cool. The only R that comes to my mind is Ratatouille. No, it's not. It's not Dadu's. Though his stuff is really good as well. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, but this guy, I will butcher it and probably offend someone. But this is the YouTube channel I'm talking about. They do really cool, really cool stuff, like rigged. There we go. Okay. Oh, you haven't seen them before? Yeah, their stuff is really cool. Really cool. Right, let's do some eyebrows. Just making sure that it's all the same. Cool. Yeah, okay. Duplicate empty keyframes and then move it up. Needs to be above, so it's browse L. Nope. 100%. I'm going to zoom in a bit more because there we go. I really like lining an animation. It's quite chill. Although you can say the same with anything animation wise and be like, I like doing this part when it's going okay, when it's going right. Let's see. My favourite part is always like adding texture and stuff at the end to make it look nice. And then I can get the adrenaline rush of actually finishing something, the dopamine, and thinking about those new projects and moving on to something else. So this one can go here. Okay. And then I want definitely feel like I'm pressing probably a bit too hard. Be interesting if I did this on like a full animation, because sometimes excuse me, what are you doing? There you go. I was doing S instead of instead of D. So on this one, I'm going to sculpt it, and it's just gonna push it down a little. So then we have, although it shouldn't really do anything. And that shouldn't really be there either. So let's go back to draw mode. Look at that. And then almost there. I'm gonna duplicate that. And then we'll just go to edit. Move it down. And then that's just gonna hold. So now we have Oh, okay. For a second there, I was like, oh my god, I've done it wrong. But I haven't. There's also a random dot that's gone through the thing. It's here. Let's get a draw mode and we'll just stick it on stroke. That's odd. It's disappeared now. We're not on. There it is. Oh, it's not on that layer. Where is it? Oh, Christ. So it's not that one. Where are you? I've got all my layers off, but there's like this random dot here. Oh, please don't say that's it. Embarrassed. Embarrassed. It's like the center of the thing, isn't it? Is it? Object. Draw. It's like the center point. It's the center point of something that's selected. Okay. Okay, just pretend I did not do that. So, browse. No, don't need the browse. Actually, we do need the body because I didn't do them all. How rude of me. Okay. How am I going to do this? Do you know what? Do it like that. Just go through. I totally could have done this like separately, but this one's a bit dodgy with the line work. Oh well. I might have gone too far in for that. Most of the time I won't add this in on like my OC or character or whatever, because it just, if you've got to do stuff like by hand, and then it's pain in the butt to have to keep smaller details consistent. I could have just done this on a new layer. That would have been the smart thing to do. Okay, is there? There is no. And it's so small, you're not really gonna notice it. There we go, okay. The brows are done, the eyes are done. The mouth. Let's do the hand, because let's turn off extras. Some of this is like more detailed, I guess. Duplicate empty keyframes. And then we want this above that, and that's going to be hand L. I'm going to have to close it off on the bottom here. So then, oh, the pen. I might have to do the pen a different way. A different layer for the pen. Because it's not consistent at all. Yeah, well, we'll do the pen on a different layer. Pen. Okay. can just adjust as we go along. I don't really want it to be like exact, so I'm a 3D animator, not 2D though. Watching 2D animators help with animation basis. Yes, exactly. It's like doing some stop motion stuff really helped me as well, with learning spacing and timing and things. Because obviously you can't really be like, oh, I'll do this bit again, because you've got like a physical puppet. Sonson? I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. How long do I need to learn Blender? So I'm working on sort of like a basics 2D animation for Blender at the minute. It's not as big of a learning curve as I first thought it would be. But there are like a few little tips and tricks that I want to cover and things. So I'd say if you used it regularly, maybe like a couple of months for just the 2D basics of it, because I haven't really touched much of it in like 3D, if you know what I mean. So gonna twist it. I don't need the onion skin on. Okay. What are the keys for this again? Shift space bar R. Okay, it's just R. Move it with G. Move it back a little. There we go. Like that, and then G to move it, R to twist. I'm gonna move it along here. G, R. And I'm just flipping through to make sure it looks alright. I might have to use the sculpt tool for some of these. To deform it a little bit. Does it slide too much is the question. It needs to go up just a tad. Yep, okay. So R to twist. Oh, twist. Definitely needs a little bit more up like that. And then we have this one, which is there. And then we have one in the middle, ish. And then I think it's... Is that the same? No, it is not the same. It's the same as that one though. Okay. And then I remember that I just duplicated these like this. Like that, and then it holds. And then it comes back down here. Do you use rigging for your 2D animation? No, I draw it all by hand. or I use the sculpt tool to sort of push things along. My problem is I want to animate and study and practice, because when I'm doing it, I'm loving what I'm doing and seeing the outcome and everything. What stops me really is the laziness. So maybe you just need like a little bit of a better routine. So what time do you usually feel like most productive or like want to make stuff? Because for me, mine's either like early morning or late night. So if I am feeling productive, then I will try and do stuff straight away, and I won't like let myself get distracted. So if I get distracted, which is like a regular thing, then the chance of me actually doing stuff goes down quite a lot. So if I feel motivated, I will like rush to do some animation, because like you can't always work when you're motivated, which I have struggled with that, because it's like, oh, if you're feeling motivated, you should definitely do some work, but you can't be motivated to do stuff all the time, especially if it's your job or you're working on like a really boring project. So yeah, if I am feeling motivated to do something, I will rush to do it. But just getting in the habit of doing something, or setting a timer and being like, oh, I'm only going to do 5 minutes of animation or 5 minutes of this project, and then I'll stop. And usually if I set a timer on my phone, by the time I've started, I'm actually like enjoying myself and will carry on. So I'll get rid of the timer and just keep working, you know. Do I also do 3D? So I did a little bit at uni, and I've done my best to avoid it ever since. But I've got a couple of projects and things, and little experiments that I actually want to do or like a mix of 2D, 3D. So I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and give it a go, because I do want to do like a mixed project. So with like some low poly 3D stuff, and then have 2D animation on top or like around it. Very inspired by like Dadu's. I never know if I'm like actually pronouncing their name right. So like, I think it needs to go that way a little bit. Okay, and then G to move, T, no. Because TVPaint has T for transform as one of my keyframes, shortcuts. Okay. Just noticed the toolbar disappearing. Okay, so like that. And then this one. Rotate G to move. It's just a lot of like adjusting at this point. Okay, so I probably could have drawn the pen neater, but we move. Okay. Oh, what was that? Actually, just remembered, because this is the same position of this one, we actually want the pen to be the same in both of those. So I've just copied it over. So that's the pen. Now, for the fingers, what I'm probably going to have to do is I'm going to have to split the hand into 2 layers now. So the fingers that are on top of the pen will be one, and then the main hand will be behind. So and L. Let's do this, because I really don't want to have to keep redrawing the hand, or the arm at least. So let's do it like this. No worries, everyday hologram. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. I hope you have a good weekend. Happy Halloween. Get these random keyframes on Blender that I can't delete. Do you know what they are? Random keyframes. Which ones? Like, are they... You can't delete them. Maybe like unlock the layer. Well, if the layer is locked, you can't remove anything, but I'm not too sure without like seeing your screen. If you want to post like a screenshot in the Discord to check it out, we can totally do that. I'm glad you like it. Who's my fave artist? I'm not really sure. I was about to say I don't have one, but I like the work of like a lot of different people. If it's got to be like a TV show, I really love Dana Terrace, who made The Owl House. If it's vlog style artwork stuff, it's gonna have to be Fairy Little Peach. So it's Sean. Their vlogs are so good. But yeah. So funny, guys. Best time for me is at 4 AM before going to my job. Oh, do you work like early morning shifts then? There's also something really sort of cool about working really early in the morning. So like, not like you haven't been to bed yet, but like waking up early and doing stuff. That's cool. There's just something about it that's like, do you know what? I might just have to draw the whole thing. And then what I'll do is I'll then go over the top of the fingers with the new layer. Let's see. So this is actually the behind. The behind layer. That last finger doesn't look quite right. There we go. Also, I've just remembered, let me just lower the opacity of this pen, because otherwise it's going to be annoying me when I have to close everything up. Actually, no, ignore that line. So it's this. I'm gonna do, actually I'm not keen on those, so I can hear plates being moved downstairs, so we might not get that much of stream left. That's not even even. What have I done? Maybe one like that? No, we'll leave it like that. I think that'll be fine. And then because there's detail and stuff, I want this to be like a wool? No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. No texture or detail lines. Okay. So, next hand. Is actually a copy. Then that's a copy of that one. So I'm gonna go to sculpt. I'm just gonna move the hand back. Like that. The hand will make a bit more sense once I've finished off the pen. Let me just play it through. Oh yeah. Also, let's put that up so you can actually see the kind of look that it's gonna have. So what you heard is Aiden go study at night, and for like minimum 5 minutes, establish a routine so your mind and body get used to it. Yeah, so yeah, also make sure you take breaks as well if you're doing like a really long stretch of drawing. So there's a couple of different stretches that I do, so you've just got to like gently press back on your wrists like that and just make sure you're doing like clenches, like opening and closing your hands, so like little bits, and then like that. And then just gently pressing. Don't like go like that. Can actually just imagine someone doing that and breaking their wrist. That'd probably be me. I'd accidentally be like, don't do this, and then do it properly. I'm glad you like the gesture with the pen. So I've been talking to a guy who is a beta tester for TVPaint, and apparently the whole auto in between feature could be a possibility. That's not a priority. Oh, okay. It's not really like a big deal for me anyway. It's not like a massive, like, it's not like top tier on my list, but oh, Melanie, thank you so much. Randomly find your stream because I'm doing my animation now and I don't have the motivation, but surprisingly your voice is so soothing. That's so good. I usually use streams and stuff as like my work time as well. So it's like, oh, I'll stream if I'm not feeling motivated or something. I'll be like, oh, I'll stream, and then you guys keep me on task because it's not that fun if I'm just sitting here chatting to you guys without like doing anything. So I'm like, oh, I've got to do something for everyone to watch. But yeah, also like if I'm doing stuff on a regular day, it's a good shout if I have a stream on the background. Have a stream on in the background. There we go. And then that way I just feel a lot more productive. I think it's called body doubling or something, where you work alongside other people. Like a little classroom setting, kind of. How am I doing this? Like up here. Like this. And then around here. Oh. I said I didn't want to do it that way, didn't I? I didn't want to have to like redraw the cuff. Oh, it's going to be annoying. I'm going to have to use the onion skin. So got my concentration on there. Okay. It's not too bad. Is that... Are there too many lines? I've done too many lines. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've done 6. So 1, 2, and then these are super close. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then that's 1, 2 there, 1, 2 there, and then a wider one. We'll leave it like that. We will leave it. It's like the tiniest bit. Do you know what I should have done? I should get rid of these lines. And do you know what? I can do that because... so quick and easy. Look at that. Just change your eraser to stroke, and then now I can just focus on the normal cuff, I guess. Let's see. Maybe if the TVPaint tech improve, this will be a possibility. Yeah, there's so many different features and stuff that I want in it, but it'd be nice if they had a roadmap like CaliPig do, because the guy, I think Ben used to work at TVPaint and then he left, and he's now developing CaliPig, which is an animation app for the iPad, with a few friends and other people. So it's actually really good now. It's by far the best app on the iPad for animation. Melanie Martinez's fandom. Oh, I did not know that. Scribble TV, hello, how's it going? Ray, I was always the vampire of my family until I figured out that I'm a morning person. Always productive after 3 AM, so why not wake up at 4 and start your day? Wow. That is, I'm glad like you found your time. Don't go like that, too late, I know. So streaming helps you work on it. Yeah, definitely. It's a little bit like nerve-wracking because it's obviously like, instead of one person or just you working on something, it feels like you've got people watching over your shoulder, but you get over that. So I really enjoy it. I definitely feel like it keeps me on task. I'm not sure I like the cuff that I've got going on. Oh well. Actually, no. It's gonna annoy me. It's gonna annoy me if I don't do it properly. So what I'll do... The feature that's probably missing for me from Blender that TVPaint has is... Basically, TVPaint has a thing where if you draw a line and you move somewhere else and you press enter on your keyboard, it copies your last stroke. So if I drew a line here and then I move to the next keyframe, I can press enter and it would do the same thing. I'm not sure if there is an equivalent in Blender for that. I'll have to take a look. That's fine. Let's take that off. Annoyingly, the hand is probably going to be like the most difficult part of this. Nope. Sometimes I think I know better than the me who did the roughs, and it's like, no, you put the roughs there for a reason. This one is a copy, so I'm just going to duplicate it. I'm going to switch it for sculpt mode. Zoom out. And then that needs to come down a little. Needs to come forward. The difficult part about having the pen being two different, pen in the hand being two different layers is that it's like, sometimes the hand will look like it's sliding on the pen, so gotta make sure. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Let's do it like this. Whoops. There. Like, not like that. It's gone right over. There we go. Let's make that like connect. I will be drawing over this, so like just the thumb and that. Thumb and pointer finger, index finger. What are my top 10 priorities for TVPaint? Less pixelation when you use like transform, pan and stuff like that. Being able to draw outside the canvas, maybe something a bit easier with like layering things and like compositing, and then also putting layers into folders and being able to organize the stuff a little better. What else? Yeah, there was a couple more, but those are like my main ones, I guess. Enjoy your dinner, Aiden. Even if you don't believe it, thank you. I'm just glad you guys like the streams and stuff. I'm not sure if it's just me, but after using Toon Boom, using TVPaint is such a huge downgrade. Is it like the vector tools and stuff that you prefer? Yeah, we're gonna have to pick this up next time. I have just also been called for dinner. But thank you all so much for coming to the stream and keeping me company while we painfully navigate TVPaint again, Blender. I'm probably going to finish off this one next time. I've got a couple of other videos and things in the works, but I'm just going to quickly check chat, make sure, doesn't the additive button do that? I will, snowflake looking icon top left, I will definitely have a look at that next time. How long is Halloween and what's it about? It's literally one night. Maybe Google it. That claim of best animation app on the iPad may not be true anymore. Well, you're just gonna have to send me a code or something. I'll check it out. Oh, you made your PNGTuber with Grease Pencil too. Very nice. Okay, they're calling me again. I'm gonna have to disappear. Thank you all so much for coming. I will see you next time. Bye.